This reading is for someone who has a lot of love for a parental figure, and it's like their greatest wish in life is to be accepted and appreciated by this parental figure. And it's like no matter how hard they try, they're always coming up short. And this parental figure is constantly raising the bar higher, saying you're never quite enough. And yeah, it could have something to do with their belief system, the way they were raised, the way they show up in the world. Not even the way they show up in the world, just the way they want you to show up in the world. And I feel like for whoever it is that I'm channeling here, this has caused so much grief. And it's kind of like each time this parental figure tells you, you know what, you're not quite enough, it's another wound. It's another deep wound. And it's caused a lot of anxiety within you. And it's kind of like, how can I fix this wounding? How can I try harder? How can I be better to please this parental figure, to heal this wounding that I have from them? And it's kind of like, yeah, if I can fix this, yeah. And it's kind of like you do all this work, you try so hard to please this parental figure, and they just respond in silence, like, yeah, so that wasn't quite good enough. Like, I'm not going to praise you for trying to please me. And this is actually a control tactic. This person does that out of control. They may even be jealous of the great accomplishments that you have achieved, because maybe you've achieved things that they have never achieved, but that makes them feel intimidated. And so to remain in this position of power, they kind of give you the cold shoulder. And I feel like this has caused a lot of heartbreak and internal conflict, possibly even external conflict within your family, putting siblings in competition with each other, or even this parental figure being in competition with you. This could be a mother or a father, because we have both coming out in this reading, the Empress and the Emperor, the father and mother of the tarot. And yeah, it's kind of like they wanted you to have a distorted way of seeing your worth so they could control you. And this reading is coming through to let you know that you've always been worthy of this person's love and respect. And you are not the one that has a peg missing, okay? You are not the one that needs to work harder to prove anything. This parental figure has something missing within them. There's like some sort of malfunction in the way they were taught to love, in the way they were taught to show up for people. And the current situation is represented by the Queen of Swords. So this parental figure, yeah, they really struggle accessing their heart space. Again, with the Queen of Swords, this could be a mother figure. And the way this mother views you is in a very codependent way. Like, you came to the world to love me, but not just to love me, but to make me feel loved. That means you have to work really hard to do what I want you to do. It's not like the love that comes from your heart, but from your actions is the only way you can prove that your love for this parental figure. And it's like, if you don't live up to these specific things, they will punish you, because you're not making them feel loved if you're not doing what they want you to do. And I feel like this has been a really big burden for you. And it's been really difficult to pinpoint this trauma, because this parental figure shows up as if they are the most kind, loving person. But under the energy underneath is cold as hell. And it's like really burdensome to please this person. And your guides want you to focus on the fact that you are a person too. And you may have been forced to be in a people-pleasing energy to survive this parent, this mother, this father. Okay, but your guides want you to know that people-pleasing, the quote they want me to share is, "Hey pal, while you're out there people-pleasing, don't forget that you're also a people." Sneaky how that works. They want you to know that you're a person too, and you deserve to be respected too, and have boundaries. And you shouldn't be burdened. You shouldn't have to carry the burden of this person's emotional health and emotional well-being, that like that's their responsibility, not yours. Because we can see that in the past, this person actually really does not like the situation they're in their life. They don't like where they're at. So the way they seek their happiness is by chasing you. You are the link to their happiness. And so they will latch on to you, what you're doing, your vacations, your family, your activities, your whatever it is. And if anyone's in the way of that, they will plow them over, okay? And it's mostly because this parental figure is not happy with their own life, and they see you as someone who is responsible for their happiness. And yeah, they'll basically just plow anyone down that's in their way. The song that my guides wanted me to share in this reading, I feel like this is a good spot to share it. It's called One Little Soldier by Regina Spektor, and it goes like this. In the game, the little soldiers get maneuvered. If you lose a few, you easily move on. Bet you never thought your soldiers could undo you. Now did you? But to tip the score, it sometimes takes just one. So yeah, it's kind of like this person. It's like they don't care who they lose in their pursuit of their happiness. If someone's in the way, they will run them over. They will throw them under the bus. Like, they genuinely don't care. And in your strength in the situation, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And that's what I'm saying. This is you no longer trying to please this person. The quote that my guides want me to share is, it's hard for a person who is a people pleaser their entire life, or a person who is a doer, who's constantly like, I'm the one who does everything for everyone, and people value me for that, and I pick up the phone at 3 a.m. and whatever. It's really hard for a person like that to sit with the knowledge that that's all that is seen about them by someone else, because you think, no, of course they value me because I'm doing all of this stuff for them. I love them so much. I respect them so much. I spend so many hours doing things, making sure that they're comfortable. Of course they value me. It's only when this person pulls back their energy and stops and then sees their value shrink in someone else's eyes that they're like, wow, I never thought that they only looked at me for what I did for them. It's really hard to sit with that knowledge. And so you start gaslighting yourself and saying things like, well, of course my value is going to shrink, because if I'm not doing the things I normally do for them, then why would they need me in their lives? And then that takes you back to the belief that I do, therefore I'm worthy, rather than I am, therefore I'm worthy. And yeah, your guides are saying, you are, therefore you are worthy. And your strength in the situation is just stop pleasing this person. Stop doing everything that they want you to do. Stop gaslighting yourself. Stop sacrificing yourself to please this person. And if they stop loving you, if they withdraw their energy from you, know that you are, therefore you are worthy. And when you are experiencing narcissistic abuse, because I feel like you are dealing with the narcissist, in time you're going to start noticing narcissistic abuse symptoms. Things like, because you are in a constant state of fight or flight, walking on eggshells, trying to make sure this Queen of Swords is happy all the time, you're going to be at such a heightened state of stress that loud noises will like really get to you. You may find yourself really jumpy. You may have a lot of anxiety, and even health issues may manifest because of this relationship, because your body knows that it's out of alignment with you. And yeah, and socializing can be really difficult too. Just like really little things that wouldn't stress you out may start stressing you out. And if you don't set boundaries with this person, if you don't speak up, and I know that can be difficult because we want to keep the peace, especially if we have been in a people-pleasing energy. It can be really difficult to stand up, but that'll work for the moment. But it's like, as you move forward in your life, it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier, and this person and their toxicity is going to manifest in your life. I myself have experienced how real this is, and it can be extreme in some cases. And so your guides are saying, it's time, like, you're outgrowing this situation. You're an adult now, and this parental figure treating you as if you are required to make them whole, you are required to help them feel safe and secure in the world. This parental figure needs to grow up a little bit, and allow you to be a grown up as well. And yeah, because what you don't see is that, yeah, with the world card coming out in reverse, it's kind of like this parental figure feels like they need you to, yeah, to complete them. It's a super codependent energy. And it's mostly like, yeah, I need your achievements to make me look good because I don't feel good about me. I need your, like, what you do, what you choose, what religion you're a part of, or whatever this is. I need you to do those things. I need you to get the highest grades. I need you to go to the best school. And I need you to have a job that I feel you should have. Because if you don't, I'm not going to feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really toxic, codependent energy. And I can see here in your hopes and fears, you're really wanting to, yeah, there's a part of you that really wants to be able to stand in your power and to feel, like you can stand and have some autonomy here. And, but also I see that you fear, not being everything for everyone. And so it's kind of like, but I feel like your soul really wants to break free from this, because this mother figure or father figure has really held you back from so much of what it is that you wanted to do, because you were so busy doing what they wanted you to do. And the outcome of the reading is the King of Wands. And this is someone who is not going to change for anybody. And so it's like you may fear, if you step in your power, that you'll lose this person because it's their way or the highway. And I am seeing that being the case here. But yeah, if this person would rather lose you than change, then it's time to put yourself first, And I know this can be so painful, but this person cannot rule the world forever. Like, they think there's like a God complex coming through here. And this person cannot play God in your life. That's not healthy. That's not okay. And you deserve to have sovereignty, to be able to make your own decisions, to be able to feel how you want to feel, have your own opinions, and that are separate. You are a separate human being. You've always been a separate human being, and you're a human being that matters.